Proverbs 28 verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. You have probably heard that verse. Maybe you have quoted it. Maybe you have it on a t-shirt. But I want to ask you something, and I want you to actually sit with the question before you answer it. Do you know why the righteous are bold? Not only because God is with them, not only because they have faith. What specifically, inside the architecture of that Hebrew word, produces lion-level courage in a human being? Because the answer is not what you think. The answer is not a feeling. The answer is not a personality type. The answer is a position. And once you see it, once you actually see what the Hebrew letters are showing you, you will never read this verse the same way again. Let's go in. Look at the first half of the verse. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. No enemy, no footsteps, no threat, and yet they run. Why? Because exposure creates fear. When there is nothing around you, no wall, no structure, no covering you trust, your mind becomes your enemy. Every shadow becomes a threat. Every silence feels like danger. The wicked don't flee because something is chasing them. They flee because nothing is protecting them. They are uncovered, and an uncovered man is never at rest. Before you even touch boldness, you need to understand who qualifies for it. The word is tzaddik, not a churchgoer, not a good person, not someone behaving. At the root level, it's structural. Break it down. The letters tell a story. The first movement, pursuit. The second, a door. Let that sit. The righteous is, at the language level, the one who pursues the door. And you already know the claim. I am the door. John 10 verse 9. This is not symbolic poetry. This is encoded definition. Now the next letter. Yod. Hand. Work. Action. This destroys passive Christianity instantly. The tzaddik is not someone who feels aligned. He moves. He builds. He acts. Last letter. QOF. Horizon. What's ahead? The line your eyes refuse to drop below. Put it together. The tzaddik is the one who pursues the door, Jesus, with his hands toward the horizon. That's the man the verse is talking about, not the emotional believer, the aligned one. The word translated bold in this verse is batach. This word appears over 100 times in the Hebrew scriptures. It is most often translated trust, as in Psalm 91, Proverbs 3 verse 5. But here it is bold. Why? Because in Hebrew, trust and boldness are the same thing. You are bold when you trust. You trust when you are inside something secure. Let me show you the letters. The first letter is bet. The ancient picture, a house, a tent, a family, the inside. The first thing the batach tells you is, you are inside something. The second letter is tet. The ancient picture, wrapped, enclosed, surrounded, hidden, not just inside a structure, but wrapped, cocooned, the way a tent wraps around a family at night. The third letter is chet. The ancient picture, a wall, an enclosure, protection, a physical barrier between you and what is outside. Put it together. Slow, batach, inside, wrapped, walled. This is the Hebrew architecture of boldness. You are not bold because you feel brave. You are bold because of where you are standing. You are inside something. You are wrapped by something. You are walled by something. And the person who knows that they are inside, wrapped, and walled does not run. They stand. Think about what a lion looks like in the wild. It does not pace the cage. It does not flinch at every sound. It does not scan the horizon for threats. It rests because it knows what it is, and it knows what is around it. That is the picture Proverbs 28 verse 1 is giving you. Not a warrior charging the enemy in a blaze of adrenaline. A lion at rest. Bold, not because it is aggressive, but because it is positioned. The righteous are not bold because they have no fear. They are bold because they have built the enclosure. They are pursuing the door. They are working with their hands toward the horizon. And they are wrapped inside, behind a wall that was never theirs to build alone. Isaiah 54 verse 17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. That is not a promise to the loudest warrior in the room. That is a promise to the one who is inside the structure. Psalm 91 verse 1. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Shelter, shadow, enclosure, batach. This has always been the blueprint. So here is the hard truth. Most people want lion boldness without building a tzaddik life. They want to feel fearless, but they are still out in the open. They are not pursuing the door. They are not working with their hands. They are not orienting toward the horizon. They are just asking God to make them feel brave. And then they wonder why they still flinch, why they still flee, why the boldness never comes. Here is what the Hebrew is telling you. Boldness is not a gift you receive. Boldness is a byproduct of your position. Build the life of the tzaddik, and the batach follows. Pursue the door, and the enclosure wraps around you. Work with your hands toward the horizon, and one day you will realize you are not running anymore. You are standing, still, like a lion, not because you are brave, because of where you stand. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. One question before you go. Are you trying to feel bold, or are you building the enclosure that makes you bold? Answer that honestly. Then decide what your next step is. This is UTR, Warriors of Unbreakable Trust. Stay under the shadow of the Almighty. We will see you next time.